Our headlines for you this morning. We went too far and too fast. Prime Minister Liz Truss apologises for her mini-budget as the new Chancellor reverses almost all of the planned tax cuts.
I do want to accept responsibility and say sorry for the mistakes that have been made.
What does the biggest economic U-turn in British history mean for you? Well, definitely more tax, probably less support with your energy bills come the spring. I asked businesses in Birmingham how that will trickle down to them.
Living with MND. Rob Burrow and his wife Lindsay share the challenges they're facing together 3 years after the rugby league star was diagnosed with motor neurone disease.
The National Grid chief, John Pettigrew, says the country must prepare for really cold and dark weekday evenings this winter with a risk of blackouts. And China has recruited dozens of British military pilots to teach Chinese armed forces how to defeat Western warplanes. Let's have a look now at this morning's front pages. The Axeman cometh. There you go. That's how the Metro sees the arrival of Jeremy Hunt as Chancellor, as Liz Truss's economic policies and maybe even her career are facing the chop. The Guardian pictures them together on the Commons front bench with the headline, Hunt rips up PM's plans in astounding U-turn on tax. The Sun describes her as the ghost PM over the way she appeared in the Commons for the U-turn announcements. According to the Eye, Mr Hunt is now in charge and Ms Truss is fearing a possible exit. The Mail is equally devastating, in office, but not in power. The Mirror has one word for it. Liz Truss has been humiliated. The Express quotes Ms Truss from her latest interview, "I'm sorry, we went too far and too fast." The Telegraph quotes Jeremy Hunt's common statement with the ominous words, "We must take decisions of eye-watering difficulty." That, says the Times, could mean we're back with the spectre of £5,000 fuel bills, which is pretty much where we came in. And the Star, which has set up a live stream to test if Liz Truss can outlive an unrefrigerated lettuce, has a picture of the lettuce in a hospital with the headline, "Lettuce Liz on leaf support."
They make really interesting reading. We're going to start with The Sun. The Ghost PM is the headline on the front of that newspaper. They say Liz Truss sat ghost-like in the Commons as the new Chancellor Jeremy Hunt yesterday dismantled her mini-budget, including the scrapping of tax cuts she promised just 24 days ago.
There's the Mail this morning. Liz Truss warned she was in office but not in power last night. Mail's front page carrying comments that the Prime Minister made to our political editor Chris Mason in that exclusive interview yesterday, in which she acknowledged that she'd gone too far and too fast with her economic strategy. We'll have a longer version of that interview in about 10 minutes' time, just after 6:30.
Similar comments from Liz Truss feature on the front of today's Daily Express, the paper reporting that the Prime Minister has privately apologised to MPs for the pain caused by her economic plans.
And looking ahead to today's events in Westminster, the Telegraph reporting that the Chancellor will confront the Cabinet with a demand to find spending cuts. It comes after Mr Hunt warned MPs yesterday that the government must take decisions of what he called eye-watering difficulty.